Welcome back to Jay Ferg Field at Buffalo Stadium as we are in the postgame. Buffs win the home opener, the season opener, 73-0 over Texas College. And favorite guy up here joining us, even though he's got jokes as he comes in the booth tonight, but all smiles.
I'll speak the truth.
He does speak the truth, except for your comments about our Dallas Cowboys. But the Buffs win 73-0. And, Coach, talk about this home opener. Was it everything that you had hoped it would be tonight?
Well, I was hoping to see more people at the tailgate.
Yeah.
You know, that was the one thing. Yeah, no, it was rocking. It was good.
Uh-huh.
So I'm hoping if we can continue to play the way we played tonight that we'll double that crowd, triple that crowd, and we got some really good opponents coming in later down the line, and we'll be hopefully we'll be able to compete with those guys and put on a show like we did tonight. But overall, we wanted the guys to execute, and I think they executed well. Clearly with an overmatched opponent, but I give Texas College all the credit in the world. They kept fighting. They didn't stop. They're trying to score late in the game. You know, they didn't give up. And I've been on the other end of those scores, and you know that's all we want us to do is keep fighting. So I like the way we executed, like the way our offense came out. We wanted to start fast with get the ball and see what we could do. And we run one play, and 69 yards later, Khalil's in the end zone, and defense is up. And it's like, well, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's about as good a start as we could get right there. So, but overall, I was happy with the defense. I thought that there were some letdowns in contain in the pass rush, but overall we played well. And there's going to be a lot of things to work on, both offensively and defensively. There are some things us as coaches and special teams. We had 10 guys out there a couple times, and you know, that's inexcusable for us. So we got to work on it and get our substitutions and all that kind of stuff set up. So it's a great win. You know, I'm proud of the guys. We came out injury-free, I believe, and get ready to go. Forget about it.
Yeah.
You know, celebrate it tonight and then get ready to go to Permian Basin next week.
Without being able to look at film, obviously, just your eyes during the game, what did you feel about your offensive line? Brice and I talked a lot about the big boys up front, and there were huge holes. They were finishing blocks. Your thoughts on your offensive line? I
think that's the biggest thing. They finish blocks. And we tell everybody to finish in a dominant position every play, and I think that they did that. I think that, you know, you could see that. And, you know, when you give – a guy like Khalil, a little crease, and as you can see, I mean, Jared Compton ran well.
Yep.
But we just got to get him to go north and south all the time instead of, you know, 60, 70% of the time.
Khalil told us he watches Walter Payton, so we thought that was pretty cool. He watches the Walter Payton,
you know,
Walter Payton highlights.
There's another Chicago Bear I think he runs like, and that's Gale Sears.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Because he kind of glides.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And if you watch him, he's gliding, and he puts his foot in the ground and goes.
Yes.
So that either one of those guys you can't lose.
No.
Yeah. So.
No.
But you know, and Heston Marshall came in, did a heck of a job.
You were right about that kid, by the way, Heston Marshall. Ooh.
That's once.
That's
one time in how many 5 years?
I think you surprised some people at your presser on Monday because for two reasons. One, he's a true freshman.
Yep.
But two, he's from Wheeler, which I take, you know, I understand that being from small towns. A lot of times people underlook the players from smaller towns. Yeah, right. He was as advertised.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to continue to get better as the years go on, the experience he gets. And, you know, we still got to – I want to put some weight on his frame, you know, give him some more muscle. That's the thing about a kid from a small town is he does everything. So he doesn't have the time in the weight room like maybe some of these guys at bigger schools get. So he'll need that off season, but we're going to use him as much as we can.
Talk a little bit about the defensive front, too, the front seven, because they impressed me quite a bit tonight as obviously Texas College had a lot of trouble getting any kind of running game going whatsoever in this. It just seemed like they were in attack mode from the onset and just stayed that way.
Well, you know, I think the Texas College, their game plan was to throw the ball.
Right.
Now, I don't know if they didn't think that they could block us or they didn't think that, you know, that they had the running backs they needed to do it. So for whatever reason it was, they came out throwing the ball quite a bit. And I like that. You know, I want to make teams throw the ball because, you know, three things happen good for us and one for the offense.
Right,
so, So if we can get a team throwing the ball all the time, then I'm all for it. And, you could tell that that team was first-year coach. And we had a conversation earlier today, and he was talking about how they get hit by COVID. And, they're going to get better. But I was happy with the way we executed. We got 2 young freshmen in there, Eric Goodman and Jamarcus Head. And, they got some playing time, and they can run. Now, they're undersized, but they can run. Yeah. So I thought we did well. And, again, we'll look at the film and see where we made mistakes and see where we need to correct them.
Executed, I think, like you would want to in the opener. Quick turnaround, though. Last question before we let you get out of here is UT Permian Basin. So it goes conference, so you just switch the dial, and very quickly everything gets much more serious. It's conference play next Saturday.
Yeah, and that's what I told them in the locker room. I said, enjoy this, but, your goal is to win the conference. And it starts right there with the first game. And, it's a bigger game now. Because of the success they've had recently and our success recently, I think it's a bigger game. And it's going to be a lot more interest in that game now that both programs are where they're at.
Sure.
So, and they'll play Saturday against Southwest Baptist, I believe, in Missouri.
We understood that game has already been canceled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard that Southwest Missouri got it. And again, this is what I'd heard. So they had COVID, and so the UTPB had to cancel that ball game. Now that's what I've heard.
Okay. UTPB had COVID?
No. The
Southwest
Baptist.
Yeah, they canceled the first game. It was from Fort Lauderdale. Supposed to play tonight. It was canceled.
Okay.
So maybe that's the switch. Then they were talking about Fort. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So they switched to Southwest.
I stand corrected. Yeah, on that one.
Good job tonight getting the win, 73-0. And so they'll be on the road in Odessa next Saturday. We want to thank our Thunder Vision crew for their great job this evening. The camera operators, Jamie Abbott, Jacob Johnson, Emma McReynolds, Peyton Stokes, also Nicole Williams, our replay operator. And there were lots of great replays tonight, Jacob Griffin. Our director, Chris Jaquist, doing an outstanding job. We'll have him this season for us again for the Lone Star Conference Digital Network and the Thunder Vision. So we appreciate the Buffalo Club for sponsoring our broadcast tonight. And before we get out of here, I know, Brice, one more note that you want to give again in appreciation.
Right, and as we did during the broadcast tonight, we want to close tonight in honor of those 13 brave servicemen that lost their lives in Afghanistan. And so that will be our closing thought for you tonight as, again, the Buffaloes win by a final of 73-0. Until next time, have a good evening.